Pravega is a new open-source implementation of distributed streaming storage. It offers you an ideal way to store unbounded data, such as streams from IoT, sensors, or security cameras, because it's designed specifically to ingest large volumes of very fast incoming data. It's really simple to get started with Pravega. You can start it in standalone mode or in a distributed setup. Standalone mode is intended for testing and demo purposes, and it runs all Pravega components in a single Java process. Now, if your process crashes, you lose all your data, so the distributed setup is for production environments and provides high availability and reliability and can scale infinitely. So for more details, see the Pravega website. For this demo, we'll use Pravega standalone to run a simple Hello World script and read it back. Make sure you are running the appropriate version of Java for your applications. Next, get the latest Pravega release from GitHub. Scroll down to find the Pravega assets. Click to download either the TGZ file or the zip file. I'll download the TGZ file. CD to the directory where you downloaded the Pravega files, for example, the downloads directory. Then run the tar command to extract the archive. The files are extracted to a Pravega version folder. CD into that version folder and you will see directories for binaries, configuration, and libraries. So CD into the binaries directory, then run the standalone script to launch Pravega. If you want to examine the source code and build Pravega yourself, you can clone it from GitHub. To do that, install Git on your system, then run the following command. You can then run the standalone of your clone using this Gradle wrapper command. When the Pravega standalone process is running, it starts listening on port 9090. Now you can write some data to it and read it back. We've created a samples repository with several programs to showcase different facets of Pravega's SDK. You'll need Git installed on your system to clone the samples, but cloning enables you to edit the code samples and implement your own variations. With Git installed, run this command to clone the samples. Then change to the sample directory. Lastly, run this Gradle wrapper command to install all the sample programs. The programs are installed in the following directory in the binaries folder. There's also a configuration folder. By default, the sample programs talk to Pravega using the configuration running at TCP localhost 9090. If you recall, we started our standalone process earlier, which was listening on port 9090. In this demo, we'll use some client SDK samples. There are many to choose from on this page, but we're going to use the classic Hello World sample to write an event and read it back. The Hello World sample is in the Getting Started package. To get to it, click the Source Main folder, then the Java IO Pravega example folder. Lastly, click the Getting Started folder. The Hello World sample contains a Hello World event stream writer program and a Hello World reader program. The writer program creates a new single partition stream, then a new event stream writer, which writes the data into Pravega. You can also create multi-partition streams and specify a routing key to write your data into a specific partition. The reader program reads from that stream and prints the message on the console. All right, we have our sample programs installed, so all we do is run the Hello World writer from the binaries directory. The writer confirms that it wrote the message Hello World with a routing key to the stream examples hello stream. To read back the data, run the reader. The reader confirms the correct message and the same examples hello stream. And there you have it. You have written your first event into Pravega and read it back. You can modify the Hello World samples by using the different parameters listed in the README file. For example, you can use different routing keys or different stream names. The README also describes more examples that vary in complexity depending on your skill level. Feel free to experiment and dive into the world of Pravega.